Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. Not many topics today that I felt worthy for the show, so it'll be a short show. This wonderful young lady, Ariana Preston, guess who she is? She is the Chicago police officer who was murdered on her front lawn after coming home from a 2 a.m. shift in Chicago. Murdered. And guess what? While we have all the outcry relative to the New York subway death because he was a black man who happened to die at the hands of a white Marine, retired Marine, in a chokehold, nothing from Al Sharpton, nothing from... It's truly amazing, the hypocrisy. And I know I'm preaching the choir to people who view my show, but I just want to stress it again. The hypocrisy. Who kills who makes all the difference in the world to those crazies. While you and I care about everybody who dies, right? Not these people. Selective death remorse. The border. You know, this is scary stuff, folks. They've already had a couple million come into this country under Joe Biden, and we got like 1 million lining up to rush the gates on Thursday. It's insanity. Insanity. And the BS that comes from Mayorkas and the other ones where they're like, well, we tried and we're ready and all of this stuff. They are literally trying to make our country something it is not. And this is part of their plan, intentional plan. God only knows who all these people are. Well, Hunter Biden and Joe Biden, they are getting more and more, I would say, nervous, don't you think? Comer's going to hold a press conference on the Biden family. He's the House Oversight Committee chair. Scheduled a press conference for Wednesday to reveal Biden family bank transactions with adversaries of the United States. Treason. Comer's investigating the family for 9 potential violations will hold a news conference and detail all of the information he's got on Wednesday. It's going to be unbelievable. You know what? This might be a train that they can't derail. Let's hope. Let's hope nothing happens between now and Wednesday to stop this train from going. It's truly amazing. And what's going to happen is the worst political gangster of you know, Joe Biden stands ready to pardon himself, pardon all the Biden family members, pardon everybody. Well, that shouldn't stop his impeachment or being charged with treason. Sickening. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Coming up next. By the way, I'm sporting my Make Kentucky Great Again hat today and my sweatshirt. Coming up next, Bulldogtv local news. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Eric Deters Bulldogtv's local news, sponsored by Deters Consulting, Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Well, the top story, we're making the debate last night. WKYT, the debate again tonight in Lexington on Fox 56. And it's going to be broadcast across the state, including in Northern Kentucky, allegedly News 5. We'll see if it actually happens or not. It'll be between Daniel Cameron, yours truly, and Ryan Quarles. Kelly Craft is hiding in her basement, although we don't know which basement she's hiding in. We don't know if she's hiding in her Oklahoma basement or her Kentucky basement or her New York basement or her Caribbean basement or her Canadian basement. But we know she's hiding in a basement somewhere. Long crime. An unidentified man was found shot in the 2600 block of Chesterfield Court in Mount Airy Monday. The 22-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene. Details are limited at this time. Well-known radio show host, I never heard of him, Jonathan Curl was arrested this Sunday by Fort Thomas police. Curl goes by John on his KISS 107 show weekday afternoons. John also hosted a Q102 show for years. He was charged with operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol. Well, it's not murder. Poor guy. Local news. The TSA and CVG Airport is installing a new recognition technology to improve the facility security. The facial recognition technology compares passenger features to terrorists and watch lists. Like Grandma Jones has to be compared to a terrorist on a watch list. Hamilton man Jim Foliano set a record in Cincinnati Sunday by slapping 15,338 high fives in a 24-hour period. Fiona broke the record to bring attention to the nonprofit group Ticket to Hope. The nonprofit provides entertainment experiences to those in unfortunate situations. I guess he used the crowd at the Flying Pig for it. This is funny. Former Cincinnati Bearcat coach Bob Huggins under fire for a radio interview with a local station. During the interview, described Xavier players with a homophobic slur. He used the F word. He released a statement, apologized for the remark. Here's what happens. He gets on the radio and they start, jiving with him. And, he lets his guard down and he used the F word. But it was done with humor. He was making fun of Xavier. It was humorous. Chill out. We can't even say the F word. Not even me. Although I could. Nobody can fire me, but I'm going to be sensitive. Kentucky State news. The 2023 election primary is only 1 week away. Kentuckians will cast ballots for state officers like governor, auditor, state treasurer. You got the whole drill. Ohio State news. States across the nation are competing to attract educators in midst of a nationwide teacher shortage. Ohio's attempt includes incentives like increasing minimum salary from $30,000 to $40,000. Ohio receives about 50% fewer teacher candidates applying for positions compared to a decade ago. Not good. The death penalty debate in Ohio will see its first Senate committee hearing today to discuss the issue. And in sports, Churchill Downs saw the most wager in the race in events history. Gamblers placed $189 million in bets this year, up from $179 million last year. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Coming up next, Jamie Spinley in his world news. I wonder if he's got more coronation news.
Hello, Bulldog Nation. The latest headlines from around the world. Heavy strikes on the Gaza Strip in Israel has left 13 Palestinians of the militant group dead. Around another 20 people were hurt. Imran Khan, former ex-Prime Minister of Pakistan, was arrested today outside the capital. He was in court for charges against him on corruption. After Canada expelled a Chinese diplomat not long back, accusing to intimidate a Canadian MP, China has now expelled Canada's consul in Shanghai in what is called a cat and mouse game. Last night over the Ukrainian capital Kyiv, officials said they shot down 15 Russian cruise missiles. No casualties were reported on the strike. And in sports, it's a big night in Europe in the Champions League semi-final first leg. The champions of England, Manchester City, will take on the Spanish champions, Real Madrid. This is going to be a fantastic football match. Well, until tomorrow, folks, that's it for today. Take care.